Stephen Guarino, KO Artist Sports. We're here with Josesito Lopez. Good to see you, man. We're here, Boxing Wad's second annual golf event, charity event, obviously to bring awareness of prostate cancer. How'd you do out there, man? What was your handicap out there?
Really good. We ended up with 12 under. It did help a lot that we were with a pro player, but no, we did really good. I think I did really good, and obviously the pro did most of the carrying, but hey, some of my shots counted. So.
Yeah, you did your part.
Yeah,
you did your part.
I did.
Definitely, man. Just looking at the welterweight division, man, I want to get into some boxing. Obviously, Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford, man. We finally got it, right? Boxing world's been waiting a good, 5-6 years, 5-ish years, I want to say. But it's not the Manny Pacquiao Floyd that maybe was a little too long. I feel like we were still in the range where it's still juicy, right?
Yeah,
would you agree?
I think so. Even though their age is kind of creeping up, no, they're still at, I think, their best of their abilities. Obviously, I mean, me being slightly older, I understand that there's a little aches and pains here and there, but hey, I think with their ability, with their skill, and their boxing ability, we're in for a great fight, and we're finally going to see it. I'm just happy about that.
I can't wait. Just stylistically, how does Errol Spence prepare for a Terence Crawford who switch hits? What do you do in the gym? Is it sparring? Is it the mitts, the trainer standing, the different ways with the mitts? I don't know. How do you prepare for someone like that?
Yeah, it's a different position really, because you're gonna face him lefty, righty. He's gonna mix it up. He's gonna switch left to right. So. Sparring partners that are going to be able to switch from righty to lefty or vice versa, and I mean, Terence is one of a kind, really. It's hard to find something like him, but if you can find something similar, it'll get you, closer to what it's going to be like on fight night.
And vice versa, right? I mean, a lot of people don't bring the jab, the pressure, the body attack the way Errol Spence does. How do you prepare for something like that on the Terence side?
Right, Errol Spence has great ability, man. He's really nice and technical. I feel like he has a good guard, and he throws punches nice. I seen him throw great jabs to the body, which underestimated. A great jab to the body can open things up, so I think stylistically it's going to be a really, really good fight, technical early. I don't know, I think it'd be different from most people's opinion, but I feel like Errol Spence, I have him as a slight favorite. Yeah.
It's very interesting. I was just talking to Matt Barnes about that. I feel like prior to the fight being made, I got a lot of Terence Crawford.
Yeah.
And now I feel that the fight has been made. Maybe people see them next to each other. I don't know what it is, but maybe you've always been on the side of Errol Spence. But has opinions changed seeing them next to each other and things like that, or you've always felt that way?
I mean, I think about it sometimes, especially lately after the fight was made. And maybe I am a little biased. I've been following, and I like Errol Spence, and I've followed. I've been more in touch with this fight, so I've watched his fights a lot more, and he's really skilled, and he's got size. He's got a good size difference, but when it comes to size and weight, and it's not so much. It's power doesn't necessarily come from how much bigger you are physically, So I think the power is pretty even. Size-wise, obviously, I feel like Errol Spence can probably dictate the way the fight goes a little bit better, but Terence Crawford, man, he's strong, skilled, and he can mix it up, and he can make you think a lot, So we're in for a great fight. I can't wait.
All the questions will be answered, right? All the questions that we've been asking for years now will be answered, man. Finally. Just as a former Canelo opponent, I'm sure you've heard the news. He's fighting. It seems like he's signed a 3-fight deal with PBC. The first fight of which is going to be Jermall Charlo. A lot of people had something to say about Canelo's win against John Ryder. It was John Ryder coming off of Bivol and Triple G last year, right? I mean, maybe he underestimated a little bit. Maybe John Ryder's a better fighter than we thought. Did you see much from the John Ryder fight that tells you the Charlo fight is going to be an even fight or competitive fight, or is it just always going to be a competitive fight with those two?
I think it's going to be a competitive fight because Charlo is a really good fighter. I think maybe he did underestimate his Canelo underestimated his previous opponent, but he's also a tough guy that is going to hang in there and give you a little bit of trouble if you let him. Maybe he didn't expect it to be, give him a few rounds, or, but Charlo's going to be, I still have Canelo as a slight favorite, but he's going to give him a run for his money.
Obviously, it's a 3-fight deal. We're hoping one of those 3 fights is the one that we want, right? The David Benavidez. If that fight comes to fruition, what are you thinking?
Man, Benavidez is going to be hard to beat. Anybody's going to be hard to beat Benavidez, dude. I've always liked Benavidez ever since he was a teenager, really. I've been seeing him grow into the champion that he is now. So it's nice to see him, at the top, and sooner or later he's gonna, meet the top, which is Canelo right now. I think, if all goes well, it sounds like it might happen September next year. So we'll see what happens.
Hopefully. Just the last one, man. Elon Musk versus Mark Zuckerberg.
I just heard about that not long ago.
What do you think? It's an MMA match. It seems like that's what they're. And I want to say.
Really, is an MMA match? I don't know that.
That's their. I think that's.
That'd be cool if it actually happens. I think that'd be cool. I still don't feel like it'll actually happen. I mean, yeah, it is talk, but no matter who it is, fighting, whether it be MMA or boxing, is not easy. You can't just pick up some boxing gloves and start boxing and even think that you're going to be able to fight a year later, after you pick the gloves. So, it's not easy, but these guys, I'm sure, are smart and dedicated. So if they're really serious about competing and trying to beat each other up, then we're in for a great fight. It's going to be some backyard brawling type of fight.
It'll be a spectacle for sure. Josesito, thank you so much for your time, brother. Tell the fans where they can follow you and just what you're up to, brother. What's going on?
All right, awesome, man. You can follow me at Jose Lopez on Instagram, Josesito Lopez on all other social media. Follow. I'm involved in the trucking business. I've been in the business for close to 3 years now. Riverside Rocky Transport on Instagram. I have dump trucks. I have Super 10s. So if you need any work, come holler at us.
Come get it. Thank you so much, brother. Much appreciated. Thank you so much.